would say that some of the most privileged people on planet Earth have to be American politicians. They're getting paid really well. No one lectures them about traveling or air conditioning because the taxpayer provides. They don't care whether or not the Second Amendment exists because they have a security detail. You know, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. I wish everybody could become an American politician. But obviously not everyone can. You know, you do need something to be that person. Like, you need a lot of charisma. You're going to have to be pressured on the beliefs you have by the opponents. But still, you know, you can look at an American politician and you have so much to learn. And this is what we're going to do in this video. We're going to look at a Democrat from Nebraska. And she is campaigning for a marginalized group. Like, a very noble endeavor. She is campaigning for transgender people. Let's see how she does it.
Trans people belong here. We need trans people. We love trans people. Trans people belong here. We need trans people.
You know, she never articulates, like, what does she need the trans people for? Because if I was a trans person and I was looking at it, it's like, we need trans people. It's like, okay, lady, what for? How much are you paying? Like, what? She doesn't really go beyond this. However, she does seem to be incredibly emotional, which is what it's about, right? Like, you need to stomp your leg when you do the speech, and repeat the same thing for almost a minute straight.
We love trans people. Trans people belong here. We need trans people. We love trans people. Trans people belong here. We need trans people. We love trans people. Trans people belong here.
You know, I would give her this. Unlike Joe Biden, she's not reading from a prompter. I don't think she has a headset, though. I don't feel like someone is telling her the lines in a headset. And she's very passionate about what she does. Like, she's very motivated. I think, like, this is what it takes to be an American politician. To have la pasión. La passion. Passion.
We need trans people. We love trans people. Trans people belong here.
By the way, who is the we, though? I mean, is there a list of names? And do we need all of the trans people? Like, every single one. So, like, she doesn't need me, but if I transition, then she needs me and she loves me. Is she like the Jesus of trans people? Like, Jesus loves you? And it's your duty to love them back? Is that how it works? Because I'm trying to understand the speech. Like, it should be meaningful, right? Like she has managed to get into a position where she's one of the most privileged people on the planet Earth. Like, she is a lawmaker in the United States, in Nebraska. That's an accomplishment, right? So, like, I want to accomplish things too, and I'm trying to emulate and understand what she does so that maybe if I do it as well, I too can be successful.
We need trans people. We love trans people. Trans people belong here.
See, I can feel the emotion. Even on Hollywood. Like, if you watch Hollywood movies now, you don't get this level of emotion. Like, this is true passion. It's like la pasión. Even my wife isn't this passionate. Find a girlfriend that's as passionate as this lady is for trans people. And you're going to have a very successful marriage.
We need trans people. We love trans people. Trans people belong here. We need trans people.
Do you think it's multiple personalities when she keeps saying we? It's like not I, right? It would sound weird if she said I, though. It's like, I need trans, right? It sounds weird, so maybe that's why it's we. Do you think someone wrote this speech? Huh? These are legitimate questions, because, like, if someone wrote that speech, I want to hire them as well for my channel. Write some of my speeches.
People, we love trans people. You matter. You matter. And I am fighting for you.
See, all jokes aside, if I ever get in any type of trouble, if I ever get in any type of predicament, if for some mysterious reasons the Russians are conquering Romania and now they're oppressing me, I wish, like, literally anyone in the world, could represent me besides this lady. Because I don't think she's doing a very good job. I would rather have, like, any of the trans people that she's talking about, they should represent me. Like, they would probably do a better job. I'm really concerned, right? Like, when you see a person championing a cause, it's important to be passionate. I do understand that. But at the same time, you also need to be a little bit persuasive. And I don't think that there was a person that watched the speech and they started off with like, you know what? I'm not an ally. I'm not a really good ally. But then they saw this and they were like, okay, I'm gonna buy Bud Light. I'm now a Bud Light customer. Gonna go to Target and do some shopping. Do you think there's any person like that? Because I don't think so. I don't think she's being very persuasive. Now she's very emotional. She's very passionate about it. I get it. However, that's not enough.
And I will not stop. I will not stop today. I will not stop tomorrow. You are loved. You matter.
I wonder if like homeless people are watching this. And they're like, is anyone ever going to care about us again? You know, some orphans in the United States. Do America even have orphans anymore? When I was growing up, by the way, it was all about like homeless people and orphans. Like if you were a politician, you had to talk about homeless people and orphans. Now, obviously, politicians never get anywhere close to a homeless person or an orphan in their entire life. But it was important to include them in your speech, at least. You know, like next to world peace. Like that was ending world hunger and world peace. Like those were the three things, right? The orphans, world hunger, and world peace. Now, I don't hear about any of that. In fact, it's the opposite, right? Like instead of world peace, it's like to war, yeah? Instead of ending world hunger, it's like we need to cut down on meat. Yeah, like shut down all the farms. And yeah, instead of homeless and orphans, it's other interest groups. Yeah, like people that can take care of themselves. But did you guys notice? It's almost like the upside down where like everything that we grew up with, all the culture and the values and the morals that we grew up with are now entirely upside down. Like, when I grew up with, like, remember like people wanted to be taxed less. Now people vote for politicians that want to tax them more. Like, if you were to accurately document our culture and then have a time machine and send it back in time and show people of the past how things are today, they would think you're full of shit. Like, they wouldn't believe it. Like, it's too ridiculous. They would be like, no, you're making it up. Like, stop it. Do you think I'm a fool? So yeah, this is the quality of speeches by some people in the United States of America. I thought that she's filibustering. Filibustering is when you just try to fill out time so other people don't get to speak. But if that's the case, if you want to filibuster, you don't work yourself out. I mean, she managed to stomp her foot for 1 minute and she's already gasping for breath. So it's not a good tactic. Like, if you want to filibuster, you gotta be calm. You should be like, we love trans people. Here in America, we need. See, if you actually go like that, you can definitely expand it for at least 10 minutes without getting tired. Anyway, let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.